Hey everybody, this is my tour of the Indian Creek Baptist Cemetery, which I still believe is in the location of Riley. I toured this cemetery as a kid years ago once. I guess my parents said we didn't even spend a whole lot of time there, but I left an impression with me and I remembered it. I couldn't remember its name, so I kind of put cemeteries near me and it popped up and I went there and found out it was the one that I had remembered. It has this great iron gate. It looks like a classic Gothic gate. There's a good historical marker there to see as well. Read up on the history of the place a little bit. The church is still also there on the site of the cemetery, so that's kind of cool. They're probably not the original church. I'm sure they made a new building, but there's this fence that stretches down the way until the woods just kind of take over. And there's there it is, the left side and the right, and they also have some events on that bulletin board. You can go look at there and see what they do, and they do events there every once. There's things that they do, like church related or just like sort of festival like stuff. Indian Creek Baptist Cemetery Association, 1879 to 1960, Metro Parks of Butler County and Historical Society, 1950. So it's a maintained area and they preserve it. That's the church that's still there, meeting house or something, I guess you can call it. It was an incredibly beautiful day. The only thing wrong was it was hot and I didn't have water, but I was okay. I did go home and I did go buy something and get hydrated, so I was okay. Nothing concerning happened there. Other than me getting to have some great pictures. There were like seeds slowly floating down out of the trees. It was another one of those days when I wished I'd been with someone and could have had someone there to enjoy that with me. But it was, at least I got to go and see it, so it was cool. There's evergreens around the family plot there on the left. Again, my angled shots, because I was going to put music and things to this and maybe filters and stuff, and I still could, I guess, if I wanted to. I could still do another version of it with all that goofiness in it. But that looks like a family plot there with some old stones. Definitely a classic looking cemetery with all the trees around. It's one I would go wear my vampire costume and have some cool pictures taken in for sure. Some beautiful stones out here. I mean, that fence is just classic. That's so awesome. The atmosphere of the place. It's quiet and it's pretty. It can be quiet and pretty. I'm sure it could be creepy. With the right mindset, you can have it be that as well, I'm sure. Looks like the top of that stone broke off at one point and was put back on. There's a stone that the writing is gone, but there's a stone still stands, and there were a lot of daddy long-legged spiders out there, which of course added to the atmosphere of the place. I want to say I took these pictures in July. You look at the real big spider on the N in the word pioneers there, you can see he's got his legs all stretched out and everything. That was just fantastic. Memory of the unknown pioneers resting here. So this was probably the most of all of them I went to. This was probably the one that was the most fun to go to. You can see the sunshine was just everywhere that day. It was a really good day. It was just hot. That's all. The only thing was wrong. So hot. Let's see. There's that guy, Thomas Boone, born August 21st, 1750 something. So these people were like born shortly after, or shortly even before the Revolution. Our country was just getting started. So that's how old these stones. Some of the people who are buried here. Super old stones, and the detailing's still there, and that's pretty cool. A lot of them are still in good shape, so you can see who they were and when they were born and when they passed and stuff. I had videos that I don't know if I still have. I don't think I do anymore of this day. It was a really great day to see things. And the trees provided a good decent amount of shade, so that was nice. I'd wear a jacket if I was going to go. At this point, it's October. Getting to be late October, and it'd be cold, I'm sure. It probably might be neat to go see for the colors at this point. In fall, it might be really incredible with all the colors and the stones. And man, oh man, wear your favorite costume and get a picture out here or something. Eunice, wife of Abraham Lee, died February 25th, 1861, aged 78 years. So if you go back 78 years, she was definitely born. Most of these people were born shortly before or during the Revolutionary War. 1863, so this is like the Civil War. They died in the Civil War, during Civil War, before it was over. I think it ended in 1865, so yeah, great stones out here. There's another one leaning against a tree and fell down. Somebody just put it up against a tree. See, there's another evergreen right there. Some really tall trees around here, and both around and within the cemetery. There's that classic tree there. I don't know if that's supposed to represent the tree of life or not, or something, in terms of like some kind of biblical reference. Yeah, the stones are still in real good order. They're in good shape. Great atmosphere. Great location. More stones that you can, I'm sorry, you probably may or may not be able to see what's written on them. Probably not. Yeah, hopefully that just encourages folks to actually go out there and see it. It's just really cool. Lots and lots of stones. There's a big one there on the left. Larger one. Probably, if I'm guessing, that must be a family plot stone, I'm guessing. Again, I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to become a graveyard historian. Probably not. But if anybody knows, feel free to comment in the video. If you know, if you're a local person here. They were using a couple of stones that were out towards the edge of the trees out there. Another veteran there on the left, I'm assuming. It's nice that people still take the time. Sarah Roberts Graves. I have a friend who had a similar name to that, and I'm like, oh my gosh. What a name. Isaac Grady. Okay, this is our veteran. So I did get some, I guess, probably on my phone you could probably read these, the pictures if you see them there, but not on this. Unfortunately. That was me just turning around and looking at the view of what most of the graveyard looks like from the viewpoint of those two stones. Looks like I'm under a maple tree or something, based on the leaves. There's another shot. Similar nature, similar location, pretty much the same spot. There's another stone I noticed underneath some branches. So I started to make my way over to it. I think the next shot will be the stone itself. Yeah, to get one of those angle shots, you know how that goes. Do 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 do. Okay, Vanessa. That's what I can see. 1825, I think. So yeah, I don't know why this person's buried so far away, but they were. And then I think I took another viewpoint shot from where that stone was. There were some more stones further down the way that I saw that still have good detailing on them. If you go there, you'll be able to read them. you want to get better shots of them, go ahead. There is actually a website out there. Okay, Joseph Brady died December 17th, 1860, aged 80 years. So that means he was born in 1780. Wow. So there's a website out there that actually someone or some group has devoted themselves to documenting stones. I had never seen my great-grandfather's tombstone, and I went to that website and I found it. He's buried out in Washington State, so it's a little bit hard for me to go see it unless I make a very special trip. So I guess there was a Brady's clan. There, talk about a Brady bunch. And there was a bunch of Bradys over here. Decent looking stones, you know, nice details. That one obviously broken, has been put back, repaired, I assume. Samuel Brady was born like September 13th, 1812, died 1901. That's a pretty long life, if I read that right. An angle shot from, viewpoint shot from where I was standing, probably in front of the Brady gravestones. And then I must have decided to walk closer to that, even though I've already been over there, but oh well. From a different angle, right? Hey. I was probably just excited to be in the location, and just the atmosphere and everything was just so cool. And yeah, I guess, okay, I decided to walk up to that stone. Hannah Thurston, who departed this life July 23rd, 1840, aged 68 years. So 1800, 1780, 17. Yeah, that's she was pretty much born close to or during the Revolution. Samuel Thurston, 1823. Can't see how many years it was. And there's another picture. Probably me just turning around and taking another shot for after looking at those stones. Which in hindsight is kind of goofy of me, but I wanted to get those. It was all about me getting those angle shots for the creepy version of the video I was going to make. I don't know if, like I said, I don't know if I'm going to do that now. But anyway, here's a more serious presentation. Most serious presentation I can give. See, there's a nice big crack in the middle of that stone on the bottom left, and someone has lovingly repaired it. I remembered walking around that family plot there that's at the top left as a kid, and some of my memories of what I remember may not be the truth, because they're kind of what I remember seeing is not what I see now. But it was neat to have come back to this place that years ago left such an impression that I still remembered it years later and was like, man, I wish I could refine that. It wasn't where I thought I remembered finding it, but Google Maps actually helped me relocate the place, and that was nice. I think I'm basically making my way back down to the gravel road so I can get back to my car at this point. I'm starting to walk back. A nice big classic evergreen tree that would only be that size and that thing if somebody had planted it years and years ago. So that's nice. That stone sitting outside the fence, I don't know. And the flag's at half-mast for some reason. I don't remember why. It was July, I think it was. I don't think John McCain had died then yet. I don't think so. So, hey, and there's me. My cheeks all red and me. It's hot out there, and I just wanted to get a shot of myself while I was making my tour around there. And there's the gravel road leading me back to my car, and it was a pretty day that day. It was really pretty. And the pictures don't even fully testify to that because you can't see it. Even a video wouldn't. I mean, you had to be there as much as the video and the pictures I tried to capture the moment with, they still can't beat the reality of just standing there and being there. It was pretty cool. It was a really pretty day. Sunny with those seeds coming down and all that, and just take your allergy pill and enjoy nature. I thought the woods would be kind of interesting. I did have the thought of Jason Voorhees trampling through the woods there, but I'm not sure how much poison ivy I'm looking at there. There could be a ton. So, and I don't know how many people would appreciate people traipsing around and through the forest there with Halloween costumes. So, I just want to wear my vampire costume and take some nice pictures and call it good. That's all I would really want to do there. I wouldn't want to make anybody nervous. So anyway, that was my tour of the Indian Creek Baptist Cemetery there in Riley. So if you get a chance, check it out, especially this time of year in October. It's a perfect time to go there and wear your costume, get some cool shots, and go to your Halloween parties and have a nice time. Happy Halloween, everybody.